Okay, producers, so now you are going to produce a newscast. It's going to begin with your creating a rundown. So go to the rover in the upper left and go to New Rundown. Now here you can start from scratch by going DAG, Noon News, and put in the producer's first name, and then put in the date. Now, we want the show to begin at 12 o'clock, so what we're going to do is go to 12 o'clock, and we're going to have an 8-minute show this time. Now, this only goes in 5-minute increments, so what we're going to do instead is we are going to go down to the center here, and we're just going to type in 08, and then we have a 8-minute long newscast on the 22nd, and we are going to hit save. Now that creates the beginning of a rundown, and now we're going to put in insert rows, so I'm just going to insert several rows here. And I want to have 3 blocks in this particular newscast. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go over to this break column here and put in a B block, and I'm going to put in a C block. Now that's just to show you visually what it looks like, but of course you can change that at any point just by clicking, and then you can get rid of the old spot. Now you have standard elements that you're going to put in. So one of those is going to be a tease. So right here I'm going to go tease number 1 and type it in, and then hit the return button. And right underneath that I'm going to go PSA number 1 and then hit the return button. Now this tease is going to be 10 seconds long, so I'm going to put just 10 seconds and hit the enter button. The PSA in this particular case is 15 seconds long. There I go. Same thing here going into the B block, only I have to say tease number 2 because you can't have the same slug name. It has to have a unique name. And then we're going to put a PSA in, PSA number 2. And this time round, the tease is going to be 10 seconds, and the PSA is going to be 30 seconds. So those are standard elements for an A block and a B block. Now we also want to have the weather, so the WX means weather, and we're going to make that about 20 seconds. All right, now we're going to go back up here to the very beginning, and here's where we're going to create a fatter view of what we're putting in. So we're going to put in the open hyphen, and that's going to be music, and then hit enter. And then we're going to do the same thing in A2 where it's going to be open hyphen headlines. If I can type here and hit enter, and now you can see that that is a little bit fatter. Now you're going to see that for every time that you have an anchor introduction to something. So that's going to be for a voicer, or that's going to be for a rap, or for a simulated live. If I had a reader starting off, and say that reader was just about Mr. Trump, then we would put that in and put an estimated time in there, and that would just be a reader. A reader act, of course, if we had Biden and we had an actuality, then it would look like this. Only we would want to go reader act. And we're going to make this 30 seconds. All right, so that's what it looks like for a reader and for a reader act, single lines. Now, if I had a voicer, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to call this election dash intro, and then I'm going to go election dash voicer, and I'm going to make the intro 15, and I'm going to make the voicer 25. So you can see here that visually it looks a little bit different, and every time you see that fatter piece of copy right here, you know that it's going to be an introduction to something, to a voicer, to a rap, to a simulated live. So those would be some of the standard elements. And then you would continue to fill these in, and your writers would write the stories. Now, how are you going to assign the stories? Well, let's go to the wires. And you're the producer, and you see that you have some stories in here, and you want to use one about, the GOP push against Facebook and Twitter. So you might use it from this story here, or you might look a little deeper to find maybe a longer version of that story. Let's say we're going to use this racial injustice story. And you haven't put it in the lineup yet, but you know that you want to use that story. So what you're going to do is you're going to hit the pin right here. Now, when I hit the pin, and I'm going to X out of this so you can see what happened, it saved the story right here. We can see it if I make the image a little bit bigger here. Now, I don't happen to like this layout. I like it to be over here. So I'm going to go to home, and I'm going to push this, and now I can make that a little bit neater like that. All right, so here I have saved that story. Now, I haven't put it in the lineup yet, so I could handle it a number of different ways. One is I could simply drag this title down to where it says DAG, and that's where the writer is going to find it. So if I do that, racial injustice, and I drag it down to the DAG file, now when I look in there, yep, there it is. So then there's that story, and your writer already knows where to find it. If you are the writer and you were looking for a story, you could do the same idea, only you could put it to your own file. So let's find another one here. Say this world tour, well, that's a bad one there. Let's see. Tropical weather. Okay, if we were keeping this and we hit the pin, and get this out of the way here. Now, if I was the writer and there was not yet a slug for me to start writing the story and I wanted to save this, all I would need to do to save it in my own file, and here is my personal file folder, then I'm just going to drag this tropical weather down here to personal. And then when I click into personal, yep, there it is. So what I could do is I could begin writing this story just by getting rid of these things, and I can do it that way. Or if I'm the writer, I could just go to my personal file, and I could go right click, and I could go new story, and I know that my producer wants me to do a story on something, so I could just start to type that story out, and then when they have it in the rundown, I can just drag it over there. But I have to remember to save it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the X here, and it's going to save changes, yes. And what is this called? Well, where did the producer say they wanted it called? Hurricane. So that's what it will be, slugged. I'll save that. And then if I go to my personal file here, and I can complete working on the story, and then I can just drag it to whatever line. Suppose this story was completed. I would drag it into B1, and there it is. That's the hurricane. So you see that it's pretty friendly to saving things and finding things by using the wires and pinning the story, and then just direct where you want that story to go. Do you want to save it in your personal file, or is it going to be going to the shared DAG file? So that's how you do that. Now again, when I go in here and I'm typing the story, once I know who the writer is going to, or I mean who the talent is going to be, then I'm going to go up here to production, and I'm going to go to anchor, and I'm going to put the person's name in and hit insert. Okay, and then I will just type my story, and I will put in production commands. How do I do that? I go to production. Okay, then I'm going to go down to insert, and suppose it's a sound bite. Then I'm just going to go SOT, and all I'm going to do is put in the out cue, the last few words at this time, and it is 8 seconds long. So now when I insert that, then as the anchor, I can see that I'm going to read this copy, and then I'm going to stop for 8 seconds. I'm going to listen for the last few words at this time, and then I will continue. Now, there may be more copy here. There usually is. But I then now have to remember to save it. So I'm going to go back up here, save changes. Okay. So now I have copy and I have production commands in the story. So let's take a look at this now. And when I'm looking at this, you can see that I have the various times that are adding up here. So if I put in 5 seconds for the music, whoops, I forgot to put this under estimated duration, 5 seconds. And the rest of this is 25. So what I wanted to show you here is if I have 5 seconds plus 25, look, it's keeping a cumulative total. What's 30 and 20? That's 50. What's 50 and 30? That's a minute 20. So I can see here that when I get to the end of T's number at A11, T's number 1, that right now, without putting the rest of these times in here, I should be out at 2:11. That's what it's telling me. So those are the basics of trying to find the wires and saving something, and then typing your story in and putting in the production commands. So that's what you want to do. All right, that'll do it.